'Tis the season for giving, and Zero is hoping you're in the giving spirit because we're determined to raise $200,000 to help prostate cancer patients during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we need your help. We'll have much more on that in just a few minutes, but first, our special Holiday Zero Spotlight.
That bell is a huge win for Dan McGrenehan. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2013 and had his prostate removed in 2014. Then in 2020, just as the pandemic began, Dan had a recurrence. He recently finished radiation and proudly gave that bell a ring. Hi everyone, I'm Renee Haney, Zero's East Coast Metro Area Chapter Director, and I'm so honored to introduce Dan McGrenehan to all of you. Dan, thank you so much for joining us during the holidays today from your home there in South Jersey.
Renee, you're very welcome. Hello, how are you? And thank you very, very much for having me today.
Thank you. Dan, 2020 has sure been a heck of a year. I know that you've been having to deal with your recurrence and having to start a new treatment during this crazy pandemic. So can you tell us a little bit about how your treatment has gone and how you're doing during this pandemic?
Sure. The treatment went very, very well. I rang out about 2 weeks ago. I finished the 39 treatments along with a combination of hormone treatment, and that went very, very well. I'm feeling well, minimal side effects. And it was a pretty positive experience, and I'm very fortunate that I had that, so to speak, plan B to drop back onto it and to do this after having the radical prostatectomy in 2014. But I'm doing well, life is good, and I'm very blessed today, and I'm doing very, very well. Thank you.
I was so happy to see when you had sent over the video on the last day of your treatment, Dan. You just ringing that bell just brought such a smile to my face, and just watching you be able to, you know, ring the bell right before, you know, the holidays here. So
it was very special. Donna, my wife, she actually took that video, and we actually went back yesterday. I finished my treatments up about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And one of the gentlemen that I met in the treatments, he finished up yesterday. So Donna and I went back yesterday, and I walked in and I stood beside him while his wife took a video of him ringing the bell. So I was there to support him. And I told him I was going to do it. You know, he didn't believe I was going to come back because we didn't know each other at all. But it's kind of like the kind of thing we do here at Fighting Men Fighting Cancer, one of our group that, you know, we support one another, and you know, it's difficult and challenging enough going through it. And that was one of the least things I could do, especially during the holiday season, was to show up for him and support him in ringing the bell and in the completion of his treatment. So I was really, it was really pretty good. Donna was really, she was really touched.
You're so active, you know, in the support groups and the Run Walk series. And, you know, you're always there, like you just said, you're always there lending, you know, an ear or being, you know, a support system to somebody that's going through their journey, right? I mean, you just said that. You went back to the radiation treatment center to be there when that gentleman, you know, rang the bell, right? That he completed his treatment. So can you tell some of the viewers today, you know, why it's so important for, you know, you to be there for these other prostate cancer patients, you being a prostate cancer survivor yourself?
Sure. Well, when I first got diagnosed, I was thinking about this a little bit. When I first got diagnosed, as a lot of people and a lot of the things, a lot of times that we hear it, we were scared to death, you know, and I know it rocked me to the core, as we heard last night. I also, Don and I, my wife and I, were in the room when the doctor came in and gave us the news. And I remember just going numb. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to feel. And all I could do was look at Donna, and I could see the terror on her face. You know, I wasn't even thinking about myself for the moment. It was like all I could see was the terror in her face. And I realized just like right from the get-go how this this diagnosis was going to impact everyone who loved me and everyone I loved. And I realized it wasn't just about me. It wasn't just about me, although it was, and it was, cancer specific to me, but it was going to affect everyone. And I was confused. I was lost. And I don't mean to say lost, but I was very scared. And together, Don and I, one of the things that, the doctor had recommended was to stay off the internet, stay off the chats, and stay off the places where you're going to get misinformation. And what I wanted was correct information. I wanted real information. I wanted the facts. I wanted the truth. This group, to a gentleman who actually started the group, he's a friend of mine, and I had no idea that he had gone through this. I've only known him for about 15 years now. Not a great friend, but he's a good friend. And he recommended taking me to our support group. And I knew right from the get-go that I was getting the truth from gentlemen who had been through it, knew a lot of the answers to the questions that I had, and could settle me down. I just think helping one another with the correct information is just, in the beginning, it's just so vital. It was vital to me. It was very important to me, my wife, and my family. And I found that here. I found that at where our group and Zero. And that's what Zero does. They want to put out the right information. You're not alone. We're here for you. If we don't have the answer, we'll get it. We'll find it. We'll do we'll go to the ends of the earth to find it for you. So, that was vital for me.
As a prostate cancer patient, what's your message to someone thinking of donating to Zero right now?
Please do. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's so vital, especially in this time, since you brought up a little earlier the COVID and the pandemic that we're going through. There's so many people that are struggling with just, knowing where their next meal is coming from, unemployment, and the finances associated with it, with the insurance. And if you don't have the insurance, if you lost your job, and, it's got to be scary. And this is one way that we can sort of help those that are in the need the most. There are a lot out there that there's some ignorance out there, but there's some people that just don't even know that there's help. But there's others that absolutely need the help and do know it's there, and we can provide that for them. And it doesn't matter the size of the donation. Please just donate.
Thank you so much for being a part of the Zero family, Dan, and for being so Zero strong. And I wish you and your family a happy and healthy new year.
Thank you so much, Renee. And I wish the same for you and your family and everyone out there, anyone that might hear this. Please, I hope you all have a safe, healthy, and happy holiday. And let's get Zero free. Let's get Zero cancer going in every aspect of our lives. And let's rid our families of all this this terrible disease. It's possible. It really is possible with everyone's help. So happy holidays to everyone that might be viewing this, and thank you for just letting me share.
Donating to Zero this holiday season is easy. On Facebook, click the donate button. On Instagram, head to our profile page. And you can always give at zerocancer.org. Remember, give today and your gift is doubled. $25 becomes $50, $100 becomes $200, and it all goes to Zero's COVID-19 support fund, helping every prostate cancer patient get the support they need. Thank you for your donation, and happy holidays.